Satan, Lucifer, Belial, Leviathan, Samael.
Welcome. This is Aleister Nacht. In episode 5, we're going to explore higher order thought. And this is going to be the first episode where we really explore as an exercise. So we want to talk about the mechanics of how this particular thing happens, and higher order thought is going to be very, very important along your pursuit of the left-hand path. The overall objective is to move into a trance state as quickly as possible so that you can facilitate entry into the higher order of thought. This is a strange concept for some people to wrap their mind around. However, I encourage you to take that information and make it your own through practice of this. So, in this exercise, which is taken from Satanism and devil worship, Magnae Sapientiae Satanas, again from chapter Tabula Rasa, and you can follow along with it as we go through. I will be bringing it straight out of the book, and we'll be talking about each part of that. So again, as I mentioned, getting into this trance state is really the objective of this, and being able to get into that higher order thought as quickly as possible. So in doing this, what we're basically doing is we are meditating, and we're finding an easy way to be able to get into the meditation itself. So not only will this help facilitate your entry into higher thought, but it will also help you to move more quickly onto the astral plane, which during many ritual type operations, that's exactly what you're trying to do so that you can interact with those on the other side of the veil. So not only will this exercise help you to do that, but it's also a wonderful exercise that you can do that will help rejuvenate you. And it's a very quick exercise. It could be practiced in just about any location that is outside the public domain. You do need to find a place where you will be quiet and kind of a private area so that you can totally relax. But other than that, it can be done in virtually any environment. Those who have practiced this for a long time can actually enter this higher order thought in a crowded situation where there are people all around, just by kind of bowing out of the discussion and kind of closing one's eyes. And many times people will think that you're almost going to sleep, but that's not true. The mind is actually speeding up, and those electrical impulses are happening faster and faster. So again, with any operation, we begin with an objective, and as I have said many times, if you don't know what the objective is, then there is really no expectation for success. So what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to enter this meditative state as quickly as we can. We're wanting to really dump all of the pinned up thoughts, all of the stress, all of the things that may be accompanying you through a high stress environment or a high stress situation. And you're wanting to kind of dump that and rejuvenate your mind, spirit, and your body as well. Part of the exercise is the breathing techniques, and obviously that helps the physical as well as the metaphysical, but it really helps the physical in a tangible manner in the fact that the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide will help all of your tissues. You're getting that influx of fresh air or that higher oxygen content into your blood. And that's something that when you're not breathing in this manner, you're really not getting a benefit of. So in this particular process, you're going to need some materials. And they're not, it's not an exhaustive list, as you can see here. Really, you just need a comfortable place. It can be a place for kneeling or sitting or even lying down. You can do. In this example, I provide the sitting posture simply because if you're wanting to do this in public, you're not going to be able to lay down. Well, perhaps you may, but it's not going to be socially acceptable if you're trying to quickly rejuvenate between meetings and you want to lay down on the floor. That may be frowned upon in certain circles. So what you want to do is you want to come into a sitting position and make sure that you are comfortable. Now, the overall process for this really is just 5 steps to the overall process. So we see that in the first step, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to close your eyes and begin to release your thoughts and your emotions, letting those things go, totally relaxing the mind and the body as well. And you will also be neutralizing any harmonic vibrations that you may have been carrying along in your day or that may be in your particular area within your span of control. So you'll want to enter into this and begin doing this. The next is just to clear your mind and visualize the energy. You want to visualize this flowing up and down your spine. Now, we will talk about a little more in depth the chakras. And for those who are not familiar with the chakras, let's just use this term of energy flowing up and down the spine. As we go further into the study, you'll be able to put together a correlation, remember from our learning process. You'll be able to correlate this energy visualization and also the flow of it itself up and down the spine, correlating with certain positions or stations or chakras. So, now, as you begin to slow your mind, what you're going to want to do is slow your breathing as well. And you'll want to go longer with the inhale and exhale repetitions. This is actually helping to slow down your overall metabolism, slow down your heart rate. There's a lot of really good physical benefits to meditation, and this being one in the fact that you're able to slow down your mind and bring it into more of an idleness as opposed to constantly thinking and processing one thought after the other. In our step 3 of this process, we're going to stay in this state, breathing in and out until we begin to feel refreshed. Now, this will depend upon the individual. Some people that are intimately familiar with meditation may be able to enter into this meditative state more quickly and also be able to access the higher order thought more quickly than the neophyte. Even some of the acolytes sometimes will struggle with being able to get into that higher order thought because there are too many things they're trying to think about and process as opposed to letting go. So again, you're going to start with the process, but then the process becomes more fluid and you begin to get the benefits of the overall process. But when you're thinking about the process, it's hard to enter into that meditative state because you're more concerned about the individual steps in the process. We're going to say that this is going to be estimated between 3 to 5 minutes, and again, it may vary. Step 4 of our process is we're just going to repeat this several times and become more aware of the mind-body connection. Again, the energy going up and down the spine as you're breathing in and you're breathing and bringing that oxygen in. You can almost visualize a long string coming in to the body and going down and coiling up in the lower abdomen. And then as you exhale, you're doing the same thing by pushing that string back out of the body. So it's an ebb and flow type arrangement. And this is, again, having a lot of really good physical attributes and positive effects on the body because you are exchanging, you're bringing more air, more oxygen into the body. And you're also, by relaxing the mind, you're slowing the metabolism. You know, the mind burns more calories with its electrical impulses during thought processes than your body does in the muscular type representation of exercise. So if you're really thinking about a problem and you're trying to solve that problem, those thought processes burn up a lot of energy. So again, with this meditation method, you're bringing your body back to a baseline and you're helping it to recover as well. Now, once you have done this, you'll want to do this over and over again. And the last thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to record this along with your impressions in your grimoire for future reference. Again, using the ENDS acronym, and if you remember, that is eat, nest, drink, and scribe. So anytime that you're finishing up one of these exercises, you'll want to end that by using the ends itself. So again, making sure that you eat, nest, drink, and scribe. These are the things that are going to help you recover, and this is the thing that is going to help you to be able to benefit from what you've just done by putting this into your grimoire. Now, you will find that certain maybe unexpected results will come from this. And many people, myself included, find that sometimes doing this before I prepare a lesson or before I go in to begin the plan stage of PDCA, I'll do this, and it will really help my mind to sharpen up and to be more ready to take on those tasks of planning. So there's a lot of really good benefits to this. And again, moving into the higher order thought is ultimately the objective for this. This is just a mechanism that we use in order to get there. So, I hope that you found this beneficial. And this information, again, is found in the book, Satanism and Devil Worship. And you can become familiar with that. You could even build a process map for this that would help you to quickly prepare. But at a certain time, you're really going to move away from this type, and you will just do this at will. So when you feel that you need to do this, you will be able to do this. And you may do this once per day. You may do it twice per day. You may find that you do this many, 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 many times per day. And those are always good to do, as many as you possibly can. Another really good time to do this is before you go to bed and go to sleep. This is a real good exercise to help still your mind, especially, again, if you're working in a highly dynamic work environment and you're wanting to relax yourself so that you can get a good night's sleep and not be worried about what is coming tomorrow. This helps you to center in the here and now, and will allow you to be able to benefit from that and get a better night's sleep as well. You'll be able to face that next day and those challenges that are coming with that a lot easier. So, again, I hope you found this to be a value added. Until next time, this has been Aleister Nacht. Hail Satan.